Walmart Hotline, what is your emergency?
Science question, something that I've been wondering for a while. What makes popcorn pop?
Oh, sure. So popcorn pops kind of for the same reason that you would have like, if you put a log in a fire, you hear crackling or popping noises. At its most basic, what's happening is you just have liquid, in this case water, which is expanding, turning into a gas, and the place that gas is contained is not large enough for it, and so it explodes out of whatever the container is, making the popping sound. So in the case of the log on the fire, it's a little bit of moisture inside of that log popping out of the side of the log. In the case of a popcorn kernel, it's the moisture inside of the kernel. So if we could jump to my screen really quickly. This is a really basic diagram of a popcorn kernel. So you have the paracap, which is just a fancy word for the hull, like the outer coating. You have the endosperm and the germ. So the germ is like that's like the baby plant. That's the part of the kernel that's actually going to grow into the corn plant if you were to plant it. The endosperm in the seed is essentially, it's like a starch mainly. It's mostly easy carbohydrates for the plant to eat and get energy from as it grows, but it also likely contains some proteins and fat molecules as well. So inside of a popcorn kernel, or in order for a popcorn kernel to be poppable, you need to have like 15%, 12 to 15% moisture inside of the popcorn kernel. And so then if you put your popcorn kernels in a pan, heat up the pan with some oil, you will be heating essentially the contents of the kernel. You'll be heating the moisture inside, the water inside, and again, it's going to be liquid water at room temperature, but as it gets heated up, that liquid water is going to expand and convert to a gas, and the paracap, the hull, is not going to be able to contain the pressure put on it by the expanding gas. So that outward pressure will pop, will explode the paracap, and the endosperm inside during this time has been superheated, and it'll turn into like basically a goop. But then as the paracap explodes outward, the moisture will all evaporate away, and you're left with this dry, starchy popcorn poof. And I just thought I'd show, here's a little bit more of a technical diagram for a popcorn kernel, same deal. I just thought I'd show really briefly though, I'm gonna see if I can get away with this and give all the credit I can to the slow-mo guys who make amazing videos online. This is just really briefly a small clip from one of their videos, just showing a popcorn kernel popping in slow motion. So I'll just show this briefly and then we can.
Oh yeah, I love their videos.
Really, really fantastic stuff. They do a lot of great work. So you can see the paracap kind of peeling away there. And then the force of that outward explosion is what causes that to leap into the air. Boom.
And I think they do something like 30,000 frames per second for those shots.
Yeah, it's
Like
got to
the
be a
camera is
really,
ridiculous,
really
yeah.
high number of frames per second in order to get that kind of slow motion and really see what's going on there. In general, if you're really interested in like, how does this thing happen that happens so fast I can't notice it in real life? YouTube at large, but specifically these guys, the slow-mo guys, have a great channel and they've done all kinds of cool things. Exploding watermelons, gigantic water balloons. A lot of it's exploding stuff, I've noticed. But
yeah.
I guess it's because explosions are, kind of fast, and it's exciting to see what they're like as they build slowly. But anyways, the answer to the question is liquid water expands to gas and makes a pop.